welcome to Southside United Time for Kids. Great to see you. I'm at home today. Just not been feeling the best for the last few days. So having a bit of a slower day at home. It's always nice, isn't it? Blanky. Well, my home is still on the land that the Yarra and the Turrbal people cared for. So we pay our respects to elders past, present and emerging. Sorry about that. Well, let's say our prayer. Ready? From the top of my head to the tips of my toes, from the lobes of my ears to the end of my nose, from my back to my front to my wiggly fingers, God loves me, yay! We're not going to have a song today because all my songs are at the office in Yeronga. But we're still going to think. And we're not going to have Grover because he's at my office in Yeronga. Naughty boy, he didn't come over. I tried to call him. He wouldn't pick up the phone. Anyway. So, as I said, I'm not feeling the best. I'm feeling all right today. Last couple of days, just been really tired and had a bit of a temperature. And as I've had a son, I've realised there's all these rules about when you can go to school and when you can't when you're sick. If you've vomited, you're not meant to go within 24 hours of vomiting. So often we've had Ollie vomit in the morning or been all good all day. It's like, yes, you're going back to school tomorrow, and then the evening, and it's like, oh, it's another day off. We know that through COVID and out of COVID, there's an encouragement. Stay at home when you're sick. Don't go out. There's all these rules. When I was a boy, we just went to school. Most kids tried not to when they were sick, but there was no rule that you couldn't. And in our reading this week, Jesus is asked about which is the most important rule. Because in reading the Bible, there's lots of rules. We've talked about the 10 commandments. It's 10 big rules. There's lots of other rules in there. And so one of the questions people liked to ask in the time of Jesus was, which is the most important rule? And so a man comes up to Jesus and says, well, Rabbi, which is the most important rule? And Jesus says there are two. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, with all your strength. The second is like it, love your neighbour as yourself. So Jesus teaches them there's these two big rules. And if you think about it, they summarise the 10 commandments. So, the first few are about loving God. That you worship only God, well, that's loving him. You'll make no idols, that's loving God. You'll not misuse his name, that's loving God. And you'll have a Sabbath when you'll stop, rest, but also spend some time thinking about God and enjoying his creation. That's about loving God. So if we're loving God, we're doing all of those things. That's pretty cool, isn't it? The others are about loving people. We had 4, didn't we? There is obey or honour your father and your mother, that your days may be long in the land. That's about loving others. That's about loving our parents, isn't it? There's do not murder. You can't love someone if you murder them, do you? Do not steal. If you love someone, you're not going to steal from them. Do not be unfaithful in marriage. If you love your partner, you're going to be faithful to them and stick with them. Do not covet your neighbour's objects and things they own. It's about loving them. I'm not going to worry about what they have. And do not give false testimony. Don't tell lies about people, particularly in court. It's about loving them. So what Jesus says is you could summarise all the law in 2 laws. Love God with all you are and love your neighbour as you love yourself. I wonder which one you find the hardest. I wonder if there's one of those that you find the easiest. It's all right. We all struggle to keep all the laws, and that's all right. But we know that God continually loves us and accepts us. Well, don't forget, this Saturday, there's the family service. Oh, it's come around already, doesn't it race around? Well, we're going to be exploring more of this reading. So come along on Saturday at 5 o'clock. Lots of fun activities to do, and then some wonderful food to eat. So don't miss out. I'm looking forward to it. And we've got lanyards for our name tags that we made last week. So you can pick your colour. Work out what colour you're going to be. It's exciting. Oh, I can start to think about that. So come along Saturday. We'll see you then. Otherwise, bye.